Good day everyone, I am China May Bulao from ABM 12F and I'm with Rachel B. Francisco and Eliza P. Ortega. And today, we will discuss our research titled Analyzing the Relationship Between Financial Literacy and Budgeting Skills of ABM Grade 12 Student in Cavite National High School, Senior High School. And later on, I will proceed in Chapter 1. For introduction, budgeting techniques and financial literacy are crucial abilities for managing personal finances. ABM students at CNHS, SHS need to develop these skills to effectively manage their allowances and budgeting. Students like millennials often prioritize their allowances over budgeting, leading to a lack of financial literacy. Budgeting involves significant resource commitment and a high likelihood of dispute, making it essential for students to develop these skills to effectively manage their finances and meet their basic needs. Our statement of the problem are: what is the financial literacy of grade 12 ABM students? What are the budgeting skills of grade 12 ABM students? And lastly, is there a significant relationship between the financial literacy and budgeting skills of grade 12 ABM student in CNHS, SHS? And our research objectives is first, to determine the financial literacy of grade 12 ABM students. Second is to evaluate the budgeting skills of grade 12 ABM students. And lastly, to analyze the relationship between the financial literacy and budgeting skills of grade 12 ABM student in CNHS, SHS.
And we will proceed in significance of the study. State the importance of the research study. To students, this research will help them to be aware of budgeting their own money and to manage their financial resources. To teachers, this study will guide the students to prepare them on how to handle and budgeting their money. To parents, this will help them to guide and support their children to have a budgeting skills that can help the students in the future. To future researchers, this study would help them be aware and to learn more about the effects of financial literacy on budgeting skills. It can also be a help as a reference for their studies in the future. Scope and delimitation. This study aims to assess the financial literacy of grade 12 ABM students at CNHS, SHS, and its impact on their budgeting abilities. The researcher will focus on the 2023 to 2024 school year, excluding students from other strands. This study will evaluate budgeting abilities, focusing on the impact of financial literacy on students' capacity to useful for teachers and decision makers to assist these students in making better financial decisions.
Research design focuses on the relationship between financial literacy and budgeting skills among grade 12 ABM students at CNHS SHS, using a quantitative survey questionnaire for data collection.
So now we proceed population and sample. The total of grade 12 ABM students in Cavite National High School is 260 students, and we use a margin error of 0.09 for our calculation. The result was 83.708, which we rounded of 85 grade 12 ABM students. We will use convenient sampling technique that will be selected on easy access and the respondents who are available to answer the survey questionnaire.
And now, we will proceed in data collection procedure. First is online distribution. The questionnaire will be distributed online to grade 12 ABM student in CNHS SHS. And second is convenient sampling technique. We will use a convenient sampling techniques in a respondent that will be selected based on easy accessibility and who is available to answer it online. Third is study objective, to understand the relationship between financial literacy and budgeting skills of grade 12 ABM student in CNHS SHS. And for fourth, informed consent. We will inform a consent in our respondent that will be provided a clear information about the study before they can access the survey questionnaire. And for fifth, online questionnaire. Respondent will be complete a questionnaire online about the financial literacy and budgeting skills of grade 12 ABM students. And lastly, data analysis. The collected data will be analyzed using correctional analysis to determine the relationship between financial literacy and budgeting skills.
Data analysis technique. ABM students' financial literacy and budgeting skills are being studied through a correlational analysis, aiming to enhance understanding and improve their financial management.
The mean assessment of respondents, so the result and discussion in Table 20 provides the mean rating of respondents' financial literacy. Students' respondents' assessment to understand the concept of their financial knowledge, 3.49 were agree. Students' respondents' assessment to feel confident in managing their personal finance, 3.23 were agree. Student respondents' assessment to actively seek information to improve their financial knowledge, 3.4 were strongly agree. Student respondents' assessment to feel confident in ability to achieve their financial goals, 3.43 were strongly agree. Student respondents' assessment to know their difference between needs and wants when it comes to spending, 3.51 were strongly agree. Student respondents' assessment to understand how financial decisions can impact their future, 3.48 were strongly agree. Student respondents' assessment to be good at managing their allowance, 2.97 were agree. Students' respondents' assessment to be comfortable creating my financial goals, 3.31 were agree. Students' respondents' assessment to check their budget sometimes to see if it's working, 3.2 were agree. Students' respondents' assessment to talk with their family about ways to save money together, 2.83 were agree. Students' respondents' assessment to need to follow their budgeting plan, 3.11 were agrees. The students' respondents' assessment is to feel worried when they spend more money than planned, 3.31 were agree.
And now we will proceed in Chapter 5, the summary, conclusion, and recommendation. Summary and conclusion. The study found a significant correlation between financial literacy and budgeting abilities among ATM students. Students with higher financial literacy scores had better budgeting skills, while those with lower scores had more difficulty. This underscores the importance of promoting financial literacy education for ABM students. The study highlights the link between grade 12 ABM students' financial literacy and their budgeting abilities, emphasizing the need for financial literacy and education in the curriculum. It emphasizes the importance for prioritizing initiatives to help students make wise financial decisions in both personal and professional life. And lastly, recommendations. Try teaching financial skills. Test out teaching sessions on budgeting for grade 12 ABM students at Cavite National High School, Senior High School. See if these sessions help the students manage money better. Follow students over time. Keep track of grade 12 ABM students after they leave school to see if the budgeting skills they learned stick with them. Compare different schools. Look at budgeting skills between students from Cavite National High School, Senior High School, and students from other schools nearby. See what makes the differences. Ask students about money choices. Talk to grade 12 ABM students about how they handle money. Find out how their knowledge about money affects their decisions. Check how money is taught. Look into how money topics are taught to grade 12 ABM students. See if the way it's taught affects how well students learn to budget.